It's round 6 VPL action and South Melbourne travel to take on Hume City here at Broadmeadows Valley Park. The ground, of course, is under construction. While the pitch looks great, we don't really have anywhere great to film from, so our angles aren't the best. But John Caro, what do you make of the teams today?
Well, Hume definitely needs a win, David, as they've lost their last two VPL outings, David. With South, they've won last week against Richmond and are looking to continue that winning form here at Broadmeadows Valley Park.
And they'll play it up the right-hand side. Looks to go around. Brad Norton does that nicely. It's a good turn, a chance. Puts the crossover. They got a man on the far side, and the shot is... well, it's a poor shot in the end. It goes past the side netting. Now Holmes, the hero of last week. Ciaris taken down a crunching tackle. Referee plays advantage. Good chance. Gasparis gets to the edge of the box looking for Meredith. No, Stephen Pace gets in the way. Well cleared. Well done there by the big defender.
Yes, and Dimitriaris was crunched there by Turhan Sumbul. That's a crunching tackle and a deserved yellow card. His ball actually puts Gasparis through. Maybe could have gone down here. Instead, he tries to square across to Meredith at the back post, and in the end, it's a very good defensive header by Stephen Pace to get rid of the ball.
Yes, he was on target there, Meredith. Unfortunately, couldn't get it through. Well, that ball really comes to nothing, and they look to expose South on the counter here, Hume. Oh, and good save, Gavalis. He got a block in and off the crossbar and bouncing over. Very nearly a goal from nothing.
Well, the man who just got the yellow card, Sumbul, is put through one-on-one with Gavalis. Gavalis comes out and makes a good block, and the ball ends up hitting the crossbar and going out. South lucky to get away with that one, David.
Looking for a long throw from the left. Ball goes in. The header, and it's gone in. It has gone in. It was Sumbul with the header. He got up well in the challenge. And geez, I tell you what, John, I wasn't expecting that one, but Hume have the lead.
Hume do have the lead, David, from a very long throw here on the near side, and Sumbul has risen up above everyone and beaten Gavalis at the near post. That's very sloppy defending from the South defence. Really a goal that should have been prevented, David.
It was the same position where the goal came from that throw. But this time they look for a more patient build-up. Ball played in. A chance now. Great chance for Hume. Gavalis saves. It's still rolling. He looks to scoop it out. And the ball's been turned in. It's 2-0. And in just 10 minutes, Hume have turned this game on its head. South Melbourne, for the second week in a row, are trailing 2-0, John.
Well, again, a very preventable goal, David, as a ball comes in here from Hume. And here we have a one-on-one situation which Gavalis does well to save, and in the end he can't clear it properly. It's a bit of a scramble then. The ball eventually falls for Attila Offley to bundle in over the line. That is just really sloppy defending from South, and they've got all to do now.
Well, they need to lift the intensity here. Keenan squares up Rixon. Holmes couldn't get a foot on it. Holmes might go again. Rixon, across the face, Rixon tried to go across the body of the keeper. At least that's a shot on target. That's a poor pass, and Meredith cuts that out. And now Meredith with some pace. They've looked better in the last couple of minutes here, South. Meredith puts the left-footed ball in. Keenan, nice chance. Keenan. Oh, Keenan, the shot just over the bar. He needs to be another couple of metres out, but better signs here for South.
Very promising signs by South now as Meredith goes for a run down the right, cuts it into Keenan, who rounds his defender before going for a shot from outside the box. Would have been a fantastic finish if that had gone in, but South are getting closer to a goal, David.
Well, Holmes and Norton might link up. Holmes might go himself. Instead comes back Gasparis looking for Rixon. He's taken down, shouts for a penalty, and yes, it's given. It is given. The foul was by Norm Sekalovsky on Trent Rixon. The ball from Gasparis. John, did you think that one was?
Looked a bit soft, David, but let's have a look at the replay. Well, the hands are in the back, and, that will be given as a foul anywhere else on the field, so a penalty is given.
Hatzimuratas with the chance, and he scores. It's 2-1. South Melbourne on the comeback trail. A beautifully hit penalty by Dimi Hatzimuratas. You might forget he was a right back after that one, John.
Yeah, Dimi Hatzimuratas stepping up and very, very comfortably slotting away here past Chris Oldfield in the Hume goal. It's a very well taken penalty, and right on the stroke of half time, he's put South back into this match, David.
And the first real chance of the second half going. Norton was running in, but he couldn't get to it. Kelly with a shot across the face, and it's nearly turned in at the back post by Ciaris. Oh dear, that was close.
I think you'll find this came off the back post, David, as Hume struggled to clear the ball. Kelly with a vicious shot, which takes a deflection, and it just goes agonisingly past Dimitriaris, who was onside there as well.
And Gasparis, he's had a few corners here. Looking for Sean Kelly, and it's gone in. It's 2-2. And for the second week in a row, South Melbourne have reduced a 2-goal deficit, and they're looking in good form to run over the top here. Sean Kelly, the big man from the back, scoring that one.
Yes, the centre-back has crept up here, and he's met Marino Gasparis' corner here with some venom. Look at that for a header. It's gone past Meredith on the line. He sort of shielded that one in, David. And it's gone into the back of the net. South are level and hopefully can go on and win this game like they did last week against Richmond.
They've got it all to do here, South, to take out the win. Ciaris flicks that one on. Now Gasparis. Gasparis with a great ball played, and the flag has gone up. And wouldn't you know it, of course, Trent Rixon with a beautiful finish, but that one is offside. Disappointing there.
Well, unfortunately, David, our replay doesn't show whether he is onside or offside, but nevertheless, the flag does go up and the goal isn't allowed. But what a lovely finish this was from the edge of the area by Trent Rixon, nevertheless.
And a change. Renko Van Eken coming on for Reece Meredith. He's a dangerous player, Renko. Could add something here. Could be the difference. And the ball played in. Might be a chance now for Vlahos. Oh, the shouts for a handball. No, he says. He's turned it away, and South Melbourne look incensed by that.
We'll have to have a quick look at the replay here, David. Well, yes, it does look like a handball. That could have been a second penalty for South today, but it's not given by the referee.
Well, John, this could be desperate news for South Melbourne. Dimitriaris, he's been copping harsh challenges all day. He's going to have to limp off and get some treatment. And South, well, they might get caught here. They're still down to 10 men. Ciaris is still off. Some ball looks to be played in. Hudson Muradas tracking back, keeps his feet. Well, that looks like it might be a penalty, but it won't matter in the end. They turn it in at the back post, and can you believe it? Out of nowhere, Hume have recaptured the lead.
Well, Hume have exploited Dimitriaris. They've taken advantage of Dimitriaris being off here as Sambul is brought down by Gavalis. Should have been a penalty, but in the end it falls here to the substitute Canham, who tucks it away. Nutmegs Luke Biles on the line. That's an unfortunate goal for South to concede, but now they are 3-2 down.
Well, Hume, now they've got their backs up because they've retaken the lead. A ball played across. Gavalis gets it clear. He's crunched into Norton. He's down here, Pete Gavalis. Play goes on. Another shot put in. Biles clears it. Surely the ball should be put out now. Gavalis lying on the ground, unable to play, and eventually Norton boots it out, and he looks quite angry there, and I don't blame him, John.
Well, that is poor form by Hume here, as we see Gavalis falling down there, and clearly he's injured. Hume play on, and in the end it is lucky that Luke Biles is on the line to clear this. But Hume should have played the ball out, so the goalkeeper could have given him some treatment.
Well, South Melbourne, is this the last roll of the dice? Brad Norton goes for the deep cross. Rixon just missing, and that has really been the story of his day. So close, yet so far.
Trent Rixon coming close yet again, David, as we see Brad Norton on the near side here firing in the cross. Rixon getting up on the edge of the area. That is a fine header, but unfortunately just wide.
Well, Vlahos, maybe one last chance. Holmes, have to put it in quickly. He's taken down in a bad tackle by Mulcahy. He's already on a yellow card here, and that might be the end of his day. Yes, it is. We're already into injury time, so it won't matter terribly. But for the last few moments at least, Hume will be down to 10 men.
Yes, South needs to take advantage of this free kick, David.
Van Eken, can he produce some magic? Renko puts it in, and it's cleared by Oldfield. He gets the punch in, and that might just about do it. Ball played in quickly. Gasparis looking for Van Eken, the shot blocked. Maybe one more chance to put it in. Rixon, it's played down, and they'll get it out here. And that's it. That is it. It's all over. A disappointing day for South Melbourne. Hume City 3, South 2. We came from a 2-goal deficit to equalise, and the players, well, they don't look too happy out there. There's a bit of argy-bargy going on between the officials.
An unfortunate loss for South, but in the end, some sloppy defending won the day for Hume. Hume obviously taking advantage of the errors in defence by South. South did well to fight back, but unfortunately it wasn't enough, David.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't have enough there to hang on. At least a point away from home would have been good. To come away, especially 2-0 down. We fought back, showed a bit of character to get back in the game, but unfortunately, they had, I think, one attack in the second half and caught us. I think Dimi was off the field at the time, came through the centre, so maybe a bit of a lesson. We can't keep giving teams 2-0 head starts because making it hard for ourselves. So.
I mean, what do you do now? Do you try and forget it and move on, or do you try and keep the anger and direct it towards Oakley?
Yeah, we don't just forget the game. I think it's good to know what happened the week before. We were all over him for the end of the first half and the start of the second half, so we can take a bit of confidence from that, to know that we can play some good football and really hurt some teams. But we just got to get back to our home ground and make sure that we don't lose any points there. We just keep winning our games at home. If we keep picking up a point here, point there away, and obviously win some games as well, then we'll be right up there at the end of the season.
You're part of what's been a pretty good back four so far this season. Are you confident you guys will settle and maybe look for a clean sheet next week?
Yeah, we were talking about it before the game. The main aim was to keep a clean sheet, lock in a point away from home and then move on from there. So it's a bit disappointing that we conceded 2 pretty soft goals. Stuff that we know we could have done better. Just simple marking and stuff like that we can improve on. So hopefully next week we'll go home. We won't give the team a head start. We'll just obviously keep a clean sheet and get back to some winning ways.
Well, it's been a while since we last spoke to this man, but he's back. His first game for 2013. Trent Rixon, how did it feel today?
Yeah, really good actually. It's been a long, slow recovery. Obviously having surgery at the start of the year. But look, I've done all the good things to get my body up and going, and I feel really good. It's good to be back.
Well, you played a pretty good game today. You made a lot of good contests in the air and had a couple of close chances. You even had one that we all thought was going to be the match winner, but the flag was up, I'm afraid.
Look, as a striker, when you're offside and you're not offside. I didn't think I was, but look, at the end of the day, that's football and you move on, and as long as it went in, I suppose, a bit of confidence a little bit.
Well, we've got a big match next week. How important does the home match against Oakley become?
Look, I suppose every game's important, but we've got to sort of get an environment back at South Melbourne at home where teams come to our pitch and they struggle to get results. Like, we've got to be dominant, we've got to be confident, and look, if we can make it a fortress for us at South Stadium, look, it could be exciting things at the end of the year. So look, we just got to keep on going, like the old cliche, game by game, and keep working.
We gave away two pretty much cheap goals in the first half, and it was probably the same as last week, 2-0 down, and we had to claw our way back into the game, and we managed to do that. We pulled one back just before half time, and then we scored just after half time, and we peppered them there in the second half. We were pretty much all over them, just didn't have that final touch, and unfortunately they had one pretty much opportunity in the second half, and they tucked it away, and unfortunately,
The frustration started to boil over a little bit in the last 5 minutes. A bit of tension came into the game. How do you make sure you direct that energy well next week against Oakley?
Yeah, look, if it's directed, if there's a bit of passion there and it's directed towards getting a result, by all means. Any game that we play, any game of the 22, there should be that passion and that hunger to get a result. So, Oakley's another game. I know it's a derby game. We're at home. We want to win at home. We always want to win at home. So, just this result today makes it all that more interesting. We need those 3 points next week.
After a great defensive start to the season, we've copped a few goals in the last 3 weeks. Are you confident that the men you've got at the back four are the right ones? They'll turn it around?
The goals that we conceded today were 2 from pretty much set pieces, 2 throw-ins, 2 long throw-ins. One long throw-in and then a long throw that was played into the striker who chested it down for another boy who came in. But we've got to address that on the training track and try and rectify it and stop leaking goals. And we always say that we've got the firepower that scores goals to score goals. We just got to try and maintain clean sheets if we can, and we'll start winning more games.